Because as you are clearing, loving, flowing, zigzagging, suddenly, boom, a realization comes. And suddenly that's not a problem anymore. And you said it this morning, no, yesterday, you said, how was I so heavy? And suddenly I wake up this morning so light.
Yeah, so
it's
light,
all gone.
yes.
Tell us a little bit about the story, about how did you transform yourself from that heaviness to that lightness the following day?
Yeah, well, I mean, I must say that first things first, I had to speak to people because, that heaviness was overwhelming me to an extent. And then it reminded me of what I used to do back in the days when I'm overwhelmed with stress and anger, which is I used to smoke, maybe a joint, or maybe I will smoke, what they used to call a Mandrex. It's some kind of a pill where you just crush it and put it in with the joint, and then you just, be dizzy and sleep. But in any case, that dizziness wouldn't last, without you doing anything bad. It's like you want to do something so painful to you to overcome that, but the results of it won't be a good consequence.
You want to
So I spoke
exactly,
right. So what I did, I just sent some messages to the people I know, including you, Anna, telling them about how I feel now, so that I can hear what they will say in return, And what they said in return, I had to look into it and look into the fact that is so deep and comforting, including your messages that you also send. A lot of the people also send some messages. After my calm, I just felt like maybe lay in my bed and see if this pain will just get off on its own. It didn't get off until I fell asleep. But now when I woke up in the morning, I thought that maybe I will remember it. Well, of course, I did remember it because I know it was something that was happening within me. But then again, it was not a drive of my mind. I might just wake up and go jog, listening to my music, and then coming back and also thinking of ahead there in my mind, because it was yesterday, but it does not take control of myself anymore now.
It's not gripping. It's being released. So it's not owning you. It's being present softly.
I agree with what I mean. I understand what you're saying, and maybe relate on some levels, and it all sounds pretty good.
It's just life, really. It's just.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny.
Whole cycle of life with a lot of stages, small cycles, bigger cycles, and you start picking up the patterns. I go, oh, this is repetitive. I'm not going to fall back into the same thing again. And then next time you avoid it and start becoming very clever at avoiding, not engaging emotionally in people's problems, not allowing people to drag you down with their issues, having very strong boundaries, deciding what is mine to deal with, what is yours to deal with. So now I say, thank you very much, you can have it. I love you very much, I can help you, but I won't do it for you. My husband, my daughter, my mother, whoever, they all have to grow up. I take responsibility for me growing up, and I know that everybody has the power to grow up when they choose to. In the meantime, I am parallel on the sidelines helping, but I no longer carry people, rescue people, save people, or at least try to do that so that I can have some value. I have value because I was born, full stop. I don't need to do or achieve or have a star or be given a lot of money or fame to have value. The value is inherent in being creators, living beings, people, with the germ, with a little seed from the source. And we are just focusing the energies to decide, like a game of a child, what am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with this? No, oh my God, I haven't achieved that I wanted. Maybe it wasn't meant for you. Or maybe it will be later. We have to be a little bit patient with ourselves as well.
Yes, yeah. And it's very funny though, because, when all is good, you don't feel those things of the needy, like you don't feel like you don't have a purpose, like Celeste said. When all is well, you feel like you have a purpose. you feel like you are pushing towards the purpose that you are having, and you feel like you are helping as many people as you can. I mean, you feel that sense of value you are talking about.
That's
and
right.
your service to the human nature feels so important to you. But it's very, very strange that when something bad happens to you, you kind of feel hopeless. You don't feel that purpose you were feeling. You know, one of my friends the other day said to me, I need to understand that when all is good, all is not gonna be good sometime, you know. And when all is not good, I have to understand that it will come back again to be. But although I hear him say that, but it's very hard for me to, like,
When
for
it's
that thing
bad,
to
it's
flow.
like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly, you
Oh,
know,
God.
exactly.
And you know what
So I don't know where we can, you know. Yeah.
it's the pendulum effect. When you
Yes,
were
yes.
younger, you know, this is your center of the pendulum. That's your happy medium, where I'm always wanting to be. And when I was younger, something happened, woof, the pendulum to the extreme. Oh my God, it was, I'm going to die, you get cold sweat, you get bad stomach, you get sick, you keep thinking, you don't
Yes,
sleep, you wake up, blah, blah, you don't function. And it takes 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, I don't
yes,
know, for the pendulum to flip to the other extreme. And now you are exhilarated, you're on top of the world, you can be any better. And this is crazy, this is insane, this is total, it's a roller coaster. Is my emotional horse is running wild away from me. Little by little by little, with your boundaries and detaching
yes.
emotionally and focusing only on your thing, and stop paying so much attention on what people say and thinking, is that truth for me? Or is that their projection on me, their manipulation to me? So the pendulum is, and now my swings are like that. So I go, oh, no way, I'm not going there. Oh, yeah, yeah. So my pendulum goes, ding, ding. In half an hour, I sort myself out. An hour, 20 minutes, maximum half a day. So now life is fantastic. But before, when you were swinging and swinging and swinging, and you lose a job, and you break up with a boyfriend, and you argue with your mother, and you don't have friends, you're like, oh, this can't possibly be that. This is awful. And then you go, what? You know, you start reading, like you said, books. You start making better choices. Every single second you go, is this the best choice I can make for myself? Is this a reasonable choice? Am I trying to get something over someone else? Am I trying to force something to happen? Am I trying to bossy or force something? Am I trying to, my ego is trying to get the best out of everybody? And when you go, shh, calm down, horse, you start restraining the horse, suddenly you go, that fight is not worth it. That comment, I'm not answering. That projection, your problem. That if you don't want to be with me, so be it.